welcome to Kickstarter Radio 102.4. I'm your host, Lipstickpaddy, right from the brink of death on COVID-19. Yes, I'm back on my feet, finally. Ooh, and better late than never this week on, as we'll be looking at the Kickstarters we did last week now. Some really great titles. I wonder which one's going to get the Kickstarter of the week. Well, let's see what the titles were. We did Hell, which is a Viking campaign game. We did Sheol, which is a sci-fi apocalyptic game story as well. We also did Brawl, which was a battle card game. And we did Ulaya Chronicles, which is a dinosaur story game too. So we'll come to them very soon. But before then, if you want to find out about my condition and how I was, you can find that in channel news, which will come after the big four. And as for Kickstarter news, not much is happening. There may be some big ones coming out in the next few weeks, maybe this week, but keep your eye on that one. But as I've been fairly sick, I've not really been able to do much research for the last 7 days, but we'll get back to it soon, and the next live show will be this Sunday, so well, let's crack on to the big four then. And firstly then, which one got the special weekly award? The Kickstarter of the Week award goes to... Now, Hell from Mythic Games. This is a true AAA Kickstarter game. Unbelievable. So many staff working on this game, and it looks incredible. It's in my top 10, maybe it's in the top 5 of the best games in Kickstarter this year. It's definitely up there to win some prizes, maybe. Awards, maybe. Well, maybe. Anyway, it's a Viking campaign game, choose your own adventure, legacy game, non-destructible, with an incredible story as you are following your descendants who went on a journey and never came back. So you're on the hunt to see what happened to them, and you're on the island going to find them, and that's when the mystery starts unveiling. What's totally cool about this game is the multiple characters you will be playing over the course of the campaign. The replayability is big as well, and what a campaign is being done to. It's a 14-day campaign. They're halfway through it now. They've unleashed some amazing add-ons, which we'll quickly discuss as we finish my little overview of the game. Some people have said in the comments that this game looks boring to them, but really it's a choose your own adventure, so you're choosing your own path, and one of the reasons you want to play this game is for the story and the board game, as that is why I'm totally excited, because you're going to be unlocking this epic story through it. And with a AAA team on it, you can see every little detail in this game has been massively worked on. It looks incredible. So let's go down to the add-ons and just see what they have on offer. Alright, they've got a double-sided neoprene mat here as the first add-on coming down the page, $35. Remember, you don't have to put this on your pledge. You can certainly add this in the pledge manager, but it does look really cool, doesn't it? I do like this aspect. The making of the game, and obviously with this being a AAA game, there's so much going on this game. This could actually be thrilling. It's 130 pages with lots of art, and if you're wanting to paint your miniatures, these are great for, inspiring how to draw the minis, as there is a plethora of minis. Certainly all the unlocks are dreamy. Look at these amazing dice as well. It looks so cool. Oh, like they're made out of bone. These look very, very good, and this faux leather dice tray is the other one. Not sure. I think this is the 4 they said pre-campaign that they said they'd be bringing out. But would I go for the neoprene mats? Yes. Would I go for the making of? Not really. I'm not really into Viking artwork or anything like that. I don't think it's necessary. For me, textured dice, yes, definitely, and the dice tray, probably not, in my opinion, but yeah, the dice look great, and so does the neoprene mats, looking fantastic. This is coming out in another year, so you know you can minimum pledge this and not worry about financing it just yet, but maybe in the year when things get back to normal budget-wise. But yeah, great legacy game with boxes that you are unveiling throughout the campaign, and all these little story boxes here full of stuff that's secret that you don't know, and not just a boatload of minis you can see here, but all of these tokens here that you've got for the game. You can see these tokens of people and of objects that you're putting, all these objects here that you're putting on the map. All these are getting turned into minis, all of them in the stretch goal, and the pledge is staying the same. Oh my god, the value proposition of this Kickstarter is getting better and better. Oh yes, yes, fantastic Kickstarter. Could be Kickstarter of the year so far for me. It's truly incredible. So many videos to go through, and a highlight one is the Dice Tower one, where Sam Healey comes back to the Dice Tower to show them hell. So what a game, and deserved of Kickstarter of the week for sure. Another big game from last week was this monster, Sheol, which is the sci-fi post-apocalyptic game where aliens have come. They've taken over the moon, and from the moon they're using it as a weapon to throw darkness across the earth, which is killing off humanity, and you are the last stand to fight back. And the last remaining hope is a city called the Citadel, which you build over the course of the campaign, and you have objectives to go out into the darkness to do a mission, which also includes side missions. And what's cool about this game is that you pick a faction, one of 3 factions to go through the campaign with. Each faction you pick will have its own technology, weapons, and side missions to add that replayability, and great solo mode included, and a 4-player. Characters look very, very cool, and it's nice as it's kind of not too heavy. It's more you going out and just kicking ass basically when you go out there. Some amazing minis as well, for the aliens especially, which just look knockout cool. And but it's struggling a little bit. Some people are saying, well, I don't think that. It's got 1,500 backers on this video, which is but a lofty pledge of 300k. It's a long campaign, and it was probably the first week of Sheol was probably taken away by hell, but it may pick up later on near the end of its campaign as people get on more with Sheol. Certainly is looking fantastic, but again, with a AAA knocking on the market, it's like, can you afford to get 2? That's the thing. I'd have to choose between 1 or 2, or just come and minimum pledge 1 and pay for the other, which is a possible strategy. But then again, if sci-fi is not your thing, if post-apocalyptic is not your thing, or this is something that you don't think because it's so dark on the board and it doesn't look like there's much vibrance and colour across the board, that might be another turn-off. But no. I think once you understand the lore and what you're doing, it makes sense why the world is like this, and it's fairly amazing. Like wanting to do the last stand and going out there ripping some stuff up. It's truly magnificent what you're doing each game session, going out in the dark. So yeah, I really like Sheol, and it's sad so far in the campaign that it's not reached its lofty goal, but hopefully it will get there. People are shouting that it should do daily stretch goals, because if we know we're getting all of the stretch goals, then it'll push people into it, which is, yeah, I'd agree with that wholly. So we don't know what they'll do. Maybe mid-campaign they might change their decision, which other Kickstarters have done in the past that have been big. So yeah, Sheol, I think it may do some things yet, so keep it on your radar. It may still do something great. We'll see. But Sheol, definitely recommended, and an epic game. Really is looking great. Now, Bible Brawn is an indie game, which is a card battle game using characters from the Bible. Now, don't run away just yet. It's these characters are going to be fighting each other, and you're going to learn of all the really cool stories in the Bible that they don't teach kids because it's so outrageous. A lot of it almost fantasy in scope, with lots of things like possession, transmography, magic, turning one object into another thing, and lots of kind of cool things. It's a meaty card game also, 45-minute long 2-player game. Yes, it goes to 4 players also. There is some cool art, as you can see here, which is kind of evoking maybe The Simpsons or South Park, kind of 1990s TV show cartoon art that they've gone for. It all looks very uniform and very cool. Each cards have different classes, and which increases its kind of complexity, and it is very, very cool. And certainly some of the cards you'll be seeing, you'll be going, what, that really happened in the Bible? Are you kidding me? Well, it gives you a little bit of where it came from, so you can go and research it if you're interested, and be boggled by those mysteries that are in the Bible. Old Testament mainly, I'll say that much. But some great add-ons though. One of them is the apocalyptic one, which you're looking at, the last book of the Bible, Revelation. That is pure off-the-wall, batty, crazy stuff was happening in Revelation as a warning before the end of the world's coming. So that should be very cool to get Revelation cards in the game. So yeah, that's Bible Brawn. Actually, look, 2 to 5 player game, but yeah, 45 minutes, looks cool, and ages 14. It's not for kids. Ooh, recommend it? Oh yes. Ulaya Chronicles. Yeah, a solo and cooperative miniature game with a campaign, branching storylines, and yeah, you've crashed your plane and you're on an island with dinosaurs and pirates too. Oh goodness me. It has a foundation here, the Down to Earth, which was a tabletop miniature game, but he's coming back with a standalone expansion, with basically a huge campaign here. What's very cool though is that the minis from the original minigame will be purchasable in the late pledge store, and they all look very, very cool. You can get like the retail game very cheap, but really you want all the minis, and the minis are made from metal, part metal anyway, which puts the price up there. The sculpted, hand sculpted, and etc. Very, very, very cool though. So it's a case of, do you have the money? Because I'm not going to go for the retail version of this game. I've got to go for the Uber Kickstarter version, and oh man, it looks incredible. Yes, it does look really good also. What a week it was last week, and Ulaya is, last but not least, this one, very, very good too. And depth, of all the games, this is going to have the most depth to its combat because it's come directly from a miniature game, and it doesn't look like they've watered it down at a touch. You've basically got good complexity to the combat, with a great RPG system with the branching storylines for replayability, and obviously there's going to be a lot of homebrew reviews on this. And if you go to their Facebook page, what a page! It has so many fans. There's a competition going on for homemade miniature housing and jungle scenes. It looks cool. So there's a very good, deep community behind Ulaya, which is very cool. So if you're interested in this, I would definitely go and check out the Facebook page to see. You can kind of see an image here of what people are doing with this game, and it's fascinating to go on their Facebook to see their community doing amazing stuff with it. And yeah, so it obviously has fans from the tabletop miniature game, and it's coming now with this nice story mode. So lots going on here. Is it a true Jurassic Park game? Well, yes. But again, Too many Kickstarters. What's going on? It's killing us. The wallet is getting stamped on totally. Absolutely great. Ulaya Chronicles, definitely recommend it. The channel news. So that's it, peeps, and what a last 7 days it was. Pushed through the COVID-19 grinder. Oh my goodness, it was like walking around in the body of a gorilla using your own strength. A 10-minute walk to the kitchen instead of a 10-second walk. If you lift your arm up, your hand up and let go of it, it just flops down because it's so heavy. It almost felt like you come out of a post operation where, you know, you went under the knife with deep anesthesia, and as soon as you wake up, you've got zero strength for 24 hours. It was like that for almost 5 days. It was horrible and very difficult to breathe also. I imagine if you was 70 or 80 that it would be horrendous for you to breathe, but luckily I have air conditioning here at home, so get good quality cold air coming in, or if you've got a window with this, otherwise you're going to hospital. I mean, you need good air to get past COVID-19, and it is bad. But yeah, got over it on the 7th day, and back on my feet now, so glad to be back to the station, and we'll be rocking and rolling this week as per normal. So yeah, thanks for all those that kept me in your prayers, and I'm back a bit bigger than ever. So some big Kickstarters to cover also this week, and yeah, it's going to be another good one. So yeah, those peeps out there that have got COVID-19, just have hope, keep yourself with fresh air, and that's the key, right? Really, is fresh air, and yeah, I wish you all the best and hope you get well soon. And other than that, that's pretty much the channel news in a nutshell. Just out for the count there, really, and battled to get the 4 Kickstarters done last week, but we got them done, and just kind of shows you how much I'm willing to work for the channel as I'm pushing through a sickness. But yeah, so we're going to wrap it up there then. This has been This Week On. A few days late, so we looked at last week's great top 4 Kickstarters that we covered, and we'll be back to normal as this week going forward. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you got to this stage in the video, thank you so much. You rock. And please share any videos you enjoy with your social media so we can grow the channel, evolve the channel too, and all that good stuff. So you take care, stay safe, and bye bye for now.